the accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thursday Night Football. We kick off Week 5 with what I thought was going to be a rivalry series matchup. Turns out I was wrong. And we are here with just standard old 49ers and Rams. Welcome on in. Kickoff is underway here shortly. I was so ready for this to be a rivalry uniform matchup for the Rams. I had the scoreboard made. The thumbnail was made. I was looking desperately for some kind of field art for the Rams. Could not find anything. Was so confused. And then I tuned into the actual broadcast and I see them wearing their normal uniforms. And I kind of freak out a bit and quickly get everything made. As kickoff is going to be returned up to about the 28. Here, the 49ers get ball to begin this one. Yeah. Turns out their rivalry game is week 11. I thought it was a 2-2 situation. Where we had 2 last week. Thought we were getting 2 this week with the Rams and the Bills. Just not the case. That's a great kickoff because it bounces. It pretty much does a backspin like a punt. So Mac Jones handoff up the middle for good old Christian McCaffrey. Gets up past the 30 to about the 31. Yeah, the 49ers, they are so banged up and injury riddled this season. It's kind of insane. To the point where I need to look up their roster. I do not know the pieces anymore of it. Just realized that. 2nd and 6, ball on about the 31.5-yard line. Jones under center, play action looking to throw. Pressure coming past the CMC is going to get past. First down and a whole lot more. Past the 45 to the 47.
Let me get these Ross. I think I know the Rams pretty well, but I definitely need the 49ers roster tonight. Yeah. No, but the Rams have their rivalry matchup against Seattle, which means I was just completely wrong. Where? Penalty markers down before the snap on this one will be a false start on San Francisco. There's stairs. Let me pull up the Rams rosters just in case. Because you never know when someone random makes a play. So a 1st and 15 coming up for San Fran. There we go. Jones under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle is caught by Christian McCaffrey. Gets past midfield and down to... That actually gets enough for a 1st down. Picks up 15 exactly. He fights forward through the tackles. Yeah, I think the Rams have this one as well. I don't know, the Niners are moving pretty well right now, but I think just as the game progresses, we're going to see the injuries really start to pile up there. Jones under center, back behind him, as well as a fullback. 2 receiving options to each side. Go into play action and look to throw. Rolling to his right to buy some time and spikes this one in the dirt at the feet of Kyle Juszczyk. Penalty marker is down. It is holding on the 49ers. I've also been hesitant to say the Niners record because throughout the entire week I was still under the mindset they were 2-2. Because I just had that game again. Because what they... Yeah, it's the game against Arizona that is just in my mind still as a Niners loss, despite them winning that. Jones in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle is going to be caught with some room to run past the 45, past the 40. 35 and still room. Inside the 20 and eventually tripped up and brought down at the 18. That is Kendrick Bourne on the reception. Okay. Yeah, that's a whole lot of yards after the catch, but that is the MO of the 49ers. And he has some great blocking along that as well. Jones under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle, and that gets to about the 15 for Christian McCaffrey. And he's a little slow to get up, but nothing out of the ordinary, I would say. And so as of this current moment, my opponent in fantasy has 3 players that would get him no points. And he has yet to change his lineup. That's going to be funny on Sunday. Jones in shotgun, back to his right. Going to play action and look to throw. Pass over the middle is caught and gets a gain of 6. Up just a yard shy of the 1st down marker. That is Jake Tongs on the reception. It goes to show how much Niners I typically watch. I've never heard of this dude. Oh, yeah, because he had no stats yet last year. Crazy. Jones under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff on 3rd and 1 to Christian McCaffrey. That's enough for a 1st down. Gets up to about the 5, maybe the 6. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot out of Christian McCaffrey tonight. He's going to need it. This Niners team's going to really need him to step up. He's going to be basically their entire offense. Jones under center, back behind him. Going to look to throw. Quick pass over the middle, wide open. And it's a touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tongs puts the Niners on the board first. I was not expecting that out of the Rams defense to begin this game. Okay. Little concerned there. As I have Rams defense in fantasy. That was a really easy drive for the 49ers. Okay. But in opening drives, they can be deceptive on how the game can play out. The extra point is up and good. So Niners score on their opening drive. And we'll see this Rams offense for the first time today coming up. As we're heading to a commercial break. I mean, hell, they might be. We'll see how the Niners defense plays. I mean, the main thing is the 49ers defense is actually still pretty healthy. Nick Bosa is the only big piece that's out for that defense. So this could be an interesting one. I think that was more so just a case of it's an opening drive. It's the opening drive. We know what we're looking for out there and what to expect. Then we'll see how these other drives go for the 49ers. But that was still a really impressive opening drive. I mean, that overreactions exist for a reason. And I mean, there's been some opening drives in the past with Miami where afterwards I'm over the top with it. Yeah, it could work. Again, that was a really good opening drive. Mac Jones was 5 for 5, 70 yards and a touchdown on the opening drive. Jeez. All right, just coming back from commercial break. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that's starting ridiculous. I could see the Rams going crazy on offense tonight. Now the ridiculous would be like 70-20 49ers. Kickoff going to be returned beginning from the 13. Up past the 30 to about the 33. And now comes Matthew Stafford. And this Rams offense. I think with that Super Bowl win he had a few years ago, he has cemented himself as a Hall of Famer. But if he could find a way to get one more, that would definitely do it. Stafford under center, back behind him. First play of the game was a handoff up the middle for Kyron Williams. That gets past the 35 to about the 37. So roughly a gain of 4. I forgot that Thomas Morstead signed with the 49ers. All right, 2nd and 6. Stafford under center. Back behind him, going to stumble and play action, looking to throw, rolling left. Pass is caught by Puka Nacua. He's going to get about 5 roughly. Make it a 3rd and short. Yeah. But also, like, you look at the stats since that game. I mean, Denver is fine with it afterwards. Like, since that game, they've been chilling. Miami's been on a bit of a decline. It's weird. Handoff up the middle on 3rd and 1. Kyron Williams will get just enough for the first down. And they keep the chains moving. Yeah, I think it's since that game, Denver's well above 500, and Miami is sitting at just about, if not a little under 500. It's weird. Stafford under center, play action, looking to throw. Pass in left side and overshoots a wide open 2-2 Atwell. And it's 2nd and 10 coming up. So essentially, since that game, the Broncos have a really solid winning record. Whereas Miami has lost equal, if not more, games than they've won since then. Even though, like, it's just like Miami not kicking a field goal in that game made no sense. Stafford looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pressure comes quick and he's sacked. Back at the 31. It's Bryce Huff on the sack. Former New York Jet? No, I'm thinking of someone career. Yeah, former New York Jet. In on the sack there. It's a 3rd and long coming up. It's 3rd and 21. Stafford in shotgun back to his left. Just going to hand this off to Kyron Williams. He gets to about the 40. And the Rams will have to send this one away. Rough start to this game for them. All right, the punt comes off clean. Going to break off one defender, but not much else afterwards. Ball's going to be Niners ball about the 9. Shocked he didn't fair catch that at least. Under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. And we head to a commercial break. Because it is highly unlikely that you pick up 21 yards in one play, and if you risk it and throw the ball, there's a chance that you get sacked again, you fumble, you throw an interception, and essentially by just handing it off, it's trying to get a little bit more up the field to allow for a really good punt like that. It's all field position at that point. Yeah, but there's inherent risk with that. Because the last thing you want to do is potentially go backwards or turn a ball over in that situation when pretty certainly you're not going to pick up the first and you're going to be punting it away anyway. So you play the field position battle, run the ball, pick up 5 yards, and then you send it away to where you pin them inside the 10. Like, it played out great for the Rams. Hey, the New Orleans Saints have signed a lease extension through 2035. They're staying in the Superdome. Hell yeah. we're at commercial break. Well, no, it's because the Saints lease for the Superdome was expiring soon, so they just extended when it's gonna expire. They pretty much just signed a new lease, which is great. The Saints belong in the Superdome. I imagine renovations will be in the works for it at some point then as well to go alongside of it, but for the next 10 years at least, Saints football is going to be played in the Superdome. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Let's see what the 49ers can do. Jones in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Setting the man in motion as Jones is going to hand this off up the middle, and that is Christian McCaffrey for a gain of roughly 5. Yeah, I could get that. It is always weird to think about like who's the biggest rival to a team. Because like with Miami, it's New England. Like kind of has changed to Buffalo over the past few years. Jones throwing on second down, pass right side. It's a wide open Demarcus Robinson. That's gonna be enough for a first down, but a penalty marker is down as well. We'll see what this is. It's a roughing the passer on the Rams. Tack on 15 to the end of that. And the Niners can have excellent field position. Wait, they called. Wait. Show that again. They called that roughing the passer. That's okay. That's questionable. Ball now on their own 41. Jones under center, back behind him, motion the tight end into the backfield to act as a fullback as they hand this off up the middle, and that's Christian McCaffrey for a gain of 5 up to the 46. So 2nd and 5. Jones under center, going to hand this off left side for Christian McCaffrey, and he loses the yard on this play. Sets up a 3rd and 6. That is Poona Ford on the tackle for loss there. It was the first 3rd down of the night for San Francisco. They're working their way into this game. Oh yeah, Titans-Texans is always going to be the main rivalry there. Jones looking to throw. Stepping to his right, passing back left side. It's caught by Christian McCaffrey. And I think he's just short. Yeah, that's literal inches he's short by. You go for it. If you're San Fran, it's a no-brainer. You go for it. Though why CMC isn't in, I don't fully get. I mean, yeah, probably just gonna QB sneak anyway. So I guess. You're on your own version of the tush push here. Jones under center, back behind them. 4th and inches. There's the QB sneak. And I believe it works to perfection. Yeah, he got plenty with that. I don't think the Rams were even ready for this play call. They left so much of the right side of the field open there. Even then, I don't think they would forgive him. Because it is more than the IP rights they would want back. They want all of the Oilers' history as well. Which is never gonna. It's been too long at this point for it to leave Tennessee. Pass over the middle is caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Gonna get about 9.5 on it. Yeah, but it's all just a weird situation. Like it's so much deeper than just the fans and whatnot, because the biggest thing is the Titans did use the Oilers brand for a few years when they moved to Tennessee. Handoff up the middle is going to be stuffed at the line for no gain. Third down coming up. That is a running back who's not even on the official 49ers website for the roster. That is crazy. That's how banged up they are. Third and 1, Jones under center. Going to play action to look to throw. Has time. Pass left side going to be incomplete. Off the mark, looking for Kyle Juszczyk. Might have been some miscommunication there. But either way, a 4th and 1 coming up. Because no one cares about the Dallas Texans name. That was used for like 10 years maybe in the 60s, like in the 60s. Not even. I think that was maybe used for like 2 years and then they moved to Kansas City. No one cares about the Dallas Texans. And plus, that's an AFL franchise. The Cowboys were always an NFL team. It's a completely different situation. 49ers call a timeout before this 4th and 1 play. Yeah, so it's the Dallas, because it's the Dallas Texans became the Kansas City Chiefs. And they were always a part of the AFL until 1970 when the merger happened. The Cowboys became a team in 1961, and they were always the Dallas Cowboys and were always an NFL team. So they have no like past history together besides, Chiefs started in Dallas. Whereas, the Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee, became the Tennessee Oilers for about 2, maybe 3 years, and then became the Titans. And that's a very key specification and point that a lot of people do not include. But first, Jones under center, back behind him. 4th and 1. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get just enough for a first down. I need to see who this back is. Is it? No. You then. No. Even on this website's depth chart, it doesn't have this running back. That is crazy. Yeah, on Jones and shotgun back to his left, going to try a double reverse flea flicker and a dump off to Christian McCaffrey left side for a halfback screen is going to get a gain of roughly 8. So it's the Houston Oilers in 1996 moved to Tennessee. They become the Tennessee Oilers from 1997 and 1998. In 1999, they became the Tennessee Titans. In 2002, Houston gets granted an NFL expansion team. they want to use the Oilers name, but the owners over in Tennessee deny them because of the Tennessee Oilers branding. As the handoff left side, going to pick up about 5-ish, enough for a first down. So then Houston and their new franchise goes with the Texans instead. That brief stint of the Tennessee Oilers existing is why we have this debate between should Houston be the Oilers or not. And the simple thing is, Houston's never getting the Oilers branding back. And really, the Houston Oilers branding as a whole is dead forever. Because even when Tennessee wears the Oilers throwbacks, it's technically the Tennessee Oilers throwbacks. It's complicated. Pass right side for Mac Jones on 1st and 10 is going to be incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson could not keep his feet in bounds. Would have been an incredible touchdown grab. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, I never had feet in bounds there. Now, the flip side is if the Oilers moved to Tennessee and instantly became the Titans, Houston is probably the Oilers right now. As the handoff up the middle on 2nd and 10 for Christian McCaffrey, gets about a yard, maybe 2. And that's the end of the first quarter. So 15 minutes in the books. Niners up by 7 and driving with ease. We had to do a commercial break. Yeah, and then that's the other part of it is the Texans have been the Texans for 23 years at this point. They're never gonna change their brand. They might change their branding, but it won't be a drastic change. Like a complete rebrand. It's been too long. I think a better comparison between what happened with the Houston and Tennessee is comparing it to what happened between Baltimore and Cleveland. Because it is in the very like relatively surface level, it is a very similar situation. Where you have the Cleveland Browns, they up and leave to Baltimore in 1996. But instantly, upon the move to Baltimore, they become the Baltimore Ravens. And then in 1999, Cleveland gets granted an expansion team, and Baltimore is kind of forced to give the Browns back the Browns' history and the branding. So that's why all Ravens history begins in 1996 and not decades sooner. Now, but that was also established in 1996 after, the very unceremonious move of the Browns, where Commissioner Pete Rozelle was basically, hey, the Browns were stolen from Cleveland. If Cleveland ever gets a team again, you guys will be the Browns again and get all that history back. Pete Rozelle kind of couldn't really do that same thing over there in Tennessee because he wanted to move to Tennessee. It's a whole mess. I might do a video on that. Now that I think about it, I think that could be a fun video of that history and why it's kind of more complicated than people assume. It's all of that's interesting to think about. Because then you have a team like Arizona, who at its core is the oldest team in the NFL. But they weren't always in Arizona. They weren't always in Arizona, but they have been the Cardinals since like 1922. Yeah, in a very roundabout way, it is a ship of Theseus question. But at the same time, it's like, at this point, it doesn't matter. They're two separate franchises. Jones to throw in 3rd and 9. Pass left side is caught back shoulder. DeMarcus Robinson up to the 6 as he's making his revenge game against the Rams as he played in LA the first few years in his career. Right, so he played in LA the past 2 years. He was a Chief for a long ass time. Jeez. Toss right side for Christian McCaffrey on first and goal. Has room inside the 5 and down to the 1. Yeah, it's that's that's actually crazy that came up. Yeah, the debate surrounding the Oilers is a giant ship of Theseus question at this point, and I love it. Second and goal for the 49ers. Jones in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Rolling left. Pass. End zone. Caught. Touchdown San Francisco. It's Christian McCaffrey on the 1-yard touchdown grab. They extend this lead to 13, pending the extra point. Hell yeah. Because that's the idea for the off season. Is I like making I like making those like researched video essays during the off season when there's not much else going on. So I might throw that in there. I actually need to start research on a different one of those that has been in the pipeline for a long while. Extra point is up and good. 14-0 lead for the 49ers. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting this either, but it's also been 3 total drives in this game. So the Rams have time. Plus, the Rams get ball to begin the second half. So as long as they can keep it a 1-score game and entering the half, they're fine. We have commercial break. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of that kind of stuff out there. Yeah, so that whole idea with the Oilers video is nice. The one that's been in the pipeline for a while is on like who really is the Hail Mary king. I'm trying to find every instance of a Hail Mary in the NFL history. And like the easy way to do that is just go to Wikipedia and take their list, but I kind of want to create my own because Wikipedia has included things where I'm like that fits like a somewhat definition of a Hail Mary, but Wikipedia does not have it as an official part. But I'm like, that's close enough to where I at least want to add it for a point, even though it's because it's from like a random player that probably doesn't get him often, so it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Oh yeah, the Good Doctor was something else. Even just as a show as a whole, I didn't really care for it. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Rams might get the ball for the second time tonight, and all of a sudden find themselves down by 14. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 8. Has room pass. Trying to find room past the 25. There we go. Past the 30 to about the 32. So 1st and 10. Stafford under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side, ball on their own 31. Quick throw, right side is caught by Puka Nacua. Gonna get about 5 on that one. All right. And the 49ers have yet to allow points in the first quarter this season. That is really impressive. Yeah. Stafford to throw in 2nd and 5. Pass right side is incomplete. Do it a little bit behind the check down of Kyron Williams. 3rd and 5 coming up. I think it's also a point where you're gonna have to make some of those assumptions quite a bit for characters because I doubt there's a lot of instances of a show's creator being outright about that just because of the nature of things for like a majority of history. Stafford in shotgun on 3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, motioning someone into the backfield. As Stafford will look to throw. Pass over the middle is caught by Puka Nacua. Gets up to about midfield, 49.5 maybe. I mean, you cannot be leaving Puka Nacua that wide open. He's too good of a receiver for that to happen. Stafford under center, handoff up the middle for Kyron Williams. About 2 or 3. Yeah. Damn, Puka Nacua was tied for the 3rd fewest games to reach 3,000 yards. As he's at 33. Didn't Anquan Bolden reach 4,000 the fastest? I should remember this. I made a video on Anquan Bolden. Handoff up the middle for Kyron Williams on 2nd and 8, and that's gonna get about 6. I'm pretty sure Anquan Bolden is the fastest to both 4,000 and 5,000 yards. Though it might be 400 and 500 receptions I'm thinking about. Either way, Anquan Bolden should be in the Hall of Fame. I stand by this. Yeah, it's fastest to 300 and 400 receptions. Yeah, that's what it is. Fastest to 3, 4, and 500 receptions. Handoff up the middle for Kyron Williams on 3rd and 2. Will only gain about a yard up to the 41. Fred Warner on the tackle there. And massive props to Fred Warner. He arrived to today's game wearing a Memphis Showboats uniform for his brother. That was great to see. We need more love for the UFO. Yeah, Anquan Bolden deserves the Hall of Fame. Handoff up the middle on 4th and 1. That's enough for the first down. A gain of roughly 5, maybe 4, maybe 5. But they keep the chains moving. 10 minutes to play in the first half. Stafford under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle, and there's room for Kyron Williams. That's enough for a first down, gain of roughly 13. Up to near the 20, I believe. Yeah, this has been a really solid drive. Up near the 25. That was also not Kyron Williams. That was Blake Corum. Okay. Stafford under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Tossing this right side. He bobbles the toss. And the Niners fall on it. Oh, disaster for the Rams. Are you kidding me? Matthew Stafford tried to toss this right side for Blake Corum, and he couldn't hang on, and the Niners fall on it. Oh, you have to catch that, man. You have to. With 8:51 to play in the first half, the Niners get the ball back up by 14. That is insane. Oh, that's disaster. That was a great drive they were building as well. That's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. That's just tough. At this point, I'm willing to say upset, but this would be a very tough loss for the Rams. And if they get blown out as well, like if they get blown out, I'm gonna have a choice to make for power rankings, and it's the first game of the season or of the week. All right, just coming back from commercial break. It's the short week. So some teams just can't play on a short week like this. Handoff right side for a jet sweep is going to get maybe a yard. But why is there so many 49ers players not even on their website, on their roster? What is this? Second and 9, Jones in shotgun back to his left. Play action looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught for the first down and then some. Pass the 45 to about the 47. That's Kendrick Bourne on the reception. I think it's just the fact they're that injured and they just haven't updated it yet. Toss left side for Christian McCaffrey is going to get about a yard, maybe 2. Just shy of midfield to the 49. Like, they're probably just that banged up. Handoff up the middle for Christian McCaffrey that gets past midfield. Another gain of roughly 2. Up to the 49. So a 3rd and 5 coming up. Oh, Miami's wearing aqua on the road this week? Damn, my predictions video got messed up then. Jones looking to throw. Pass left side is bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Kendrick Bourne in that New England connection. Instead, it's 4th and 5, and finally the Rams defense makes a stand as the Niners going to send this one away. Oh, yeah? Also, is this Miami's first time wearing aqua on the road? Like, in a long ass time? Miami typically never wears aqua on the road. Punt comes off clean. Is fair caught at the 15, maybe the 16. Oh, Miami barely wears their home uniforms at home. The fact that they're wearing it on the road this week is crazy. And we're out of commercial break. Okay, so it's funny you mentioned the Chargers there, because technically, I know their mascot is fucking Boltman, whoever that is, but technically, the Chargers' name is in relation to horse riding. As if you look at their initial logo, they have a horse head in the center of it. So technically, they are animal based, which would leave only the Jets. Yeah, not a lot of people know that because again, they haven't used that horse in their branding pretty much since the merger. I want to say it's been a long time, but yeah, during their AFL days, their logo it was like a coat of arms almost, and in the center is a horse. Yeah, the Jets is a weird one. But then also you think back to like for the first 2 years of the Jets' history, they were the Titans of New York. So there's that. I much prefer New York Jets. But yeah, it's that is purely just airplane. All right, just coming back from commercial break. And there's Puka Nacua. He has been having a fantastic season, fantastic career for a 5th-round pick so far. Looking to continue that impact today. In 1973, the Jets have a logo that I think is a perfect logo and just needs to be modernized. But they used it for a season and then switched it. I don't get it. Penalty before the snap. Going to be a false start on the Rams. Pushing back 5. Yeah, because their logo, it was either, yeah, it was 73. It might have been 63. But their logo then was an airplane with jets on the airplane. It's a nice logo. To me, it's their best in franchise history. If they just modernize that, it could work really well. Stafford to throw in 1st and 15. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Devontae Adams, but really tight coverage there, and the ball comes loose. Yeah, in terms of team logos, I did a whole video about my thoughts on every team's logo throughout their franchise history. Doesn't include the rivalry ones because those weren't announced yet, but yeah, that was something. Pass left side on 2nd and 15, top of Devontae Adams. Going to be a gain of roughly 12. That's up a 3rd and short. Yeah, no, I don't have the sheets anymore that had it on there. Oh well. So Stafford in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw once again. Stafford. Pass right side. Caught by Puka Nacua. I'm going to be just shy of the 1st down marker. Only a gain of 3. But a defensive hold-in on the 49ers. It's going to get the Rams the 1st down. You have a defensive holding. Stafford under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Play action, looking to throw. Stafford, deep shot, left side is overthrown. Looking for Puka Nacua. Missed him by about 3 yards. But it's there. Oh, yeah. If the Rams lose this, the Seahawks have a clear path. The pass left side can be caught on 2nd down. That's Kyron Williams. Awesome. All right, 3rd down coming up. It's a 3rd and 4. 4:40 to play in the half. And all the Rams need to do is find a way to make this a 1-score game entering halftime. Stafford in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 4, Stafford to throw. Pass right side is going to be caught. Pass midfield to the 46. What a catch. It's Terrence Ferguson, the rookie tight end out of Oregon. Someone that I highlighted in the Rams, in the NFC West preview video before the season. As I'm expecting a really nice season out of him with Matthew Stafford. Is that his first catch on the season? That's a hell of a first catch. No, he had 2 against the Browns. Okay. That's preseason. Yeah, his first catch on the season. Stafford, pass left side is a wide open receiver down near the 25. And that is Jordan Whittington on the reception. I mean, they are still an NFL team at the end of the day, and their defense is like the one somewhat saving grace. But yeah, no, the Saints are a bad team. Play action looking to throw. Stafford pass right side is going to be caught. And then gets inside the 20 to about the 15. Will depend on the spot. That is Jordan Whittington once again on the reception. Yeah, and that happens. It was like that. Like that's probably the worst game the Saints have played this season. Again, their first 2 games on the year were pretty solid. Like they played solid to begin the season. It's just Seattle and the Bills. They didn't really stand a chance against. Stafford in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw on 1st and 10. Pass right side wide open. The 10 to 5. It's Kyren Williams. A walk-in touchdown, and the Rams finally are on the board with 2:09 to play in the first half. There is the drive they have been waiting for. All it took was for them to air it out. Did not call a single run play on that drive. And yeah, Kyren Williams was all alone. Well, I just don't think the Bills put their full effort into that game because they knew that they were going to beat them. Extra point is up and good. Like, that is how the Saints are going to win a game this season. Is to catch a team sleeping on them and take advantage of it. It's just that's not going to be Buffalo. Like they're going to be a trap game for some team. Same with Tennessee to an extent. Is that they're going to be some team's trap game. Like I could see them beating. I could see them beating both New England and Cleveland and Chicago. I mean. All right, waiting for the kickoff here. As the Rams send it down. Going to be muffed and returned beginning from the 18 up past the 30 to the 33. Yeah. And then that's often the case with a team like the Saints, where they're not a good team. Where they're not a good team offensively. Again, their defense is relatively solid. It's just that offense is not good. They don't have the weapons. They don't have the quarterback play. Mac Jones in shotgun. Back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw. As time. Pass over the middle is tipped at the line and incomplete. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half. And we go to a commercial break, and I'll quickly be right back. All right. I'm back. Still a commercial break. All right. Time to see what the Rams got. Or the Niners. Niners are on offense right now. Just coming back from commercial break. Jones under center. Back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 2nd and 10. Gonna play action. Look to throw. Has some time. Pass right side is caught. That gets a gain of about 12. That's Kendrick Bourne on the reception. And Niners are moving. Jones under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Pass over the middle is caught and ball comes loose. And they're going to rule it incomplete, saying he didn't have possession long enough. That's a great hit. Like, that was an A+ hit to get that ball loose. And there is a ram slow to get up afterwards. Okay. We have commercial break for the injury timeout. I think I've seen it once since, but they have shifted towards a different one from what I've seen. If they're even showing those kind of commercials at all right now. Yeah, it's definitely not appearing as often as it did a month ago, 2 months ago. Like during the preseason, it was everywhere. It's maybe appeared once since. Maybe it could just be that most commercials do have like a lifespan of roughly a month, and it's just they're on to something else now. Because before that one, they had like the Case Keenum backing out the driveway one. They had one where it was cleaning out the gutter, and I believe it was Nick Foles. And yeah, they've shifted to a Teddy Bridgewater one, where it's like him and someone at a coffee table talking because the person's friend was too busy on their phone. Yeah, so yeah, they've just shifted to a different backup scenario, if that's how they're gonna phrase it. Hello, Stan Kroenke. St. Louis still hates your guts. There's a massive TV screen behind Kroenke. And it's like a solid, like, 5 seconds behind. Oh, hey, there's the Colorado Avalanche. What's up? Jones in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 45. A minute 16 to play in the first half. Play clock winding down. Jones going to hand this off right side for Christian McCaffrey. He gets stuffed at the line for no gain. Going to be a penalty on the play. I believe that's illegal formation on the 49ers. We're going to push him back 5. Yeah. Oh, no, they declined it. So it was a 3rd down coming up. Was that due to the injury timeout? The Rams had to call their first there. All right, 3rd and 10. Jones in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. As the 49ers will call their 2nd timeout, and Kyle Shanahan is not happy with how their players have been lining up the past 2 plays. So a 3rd and 10. From what I can see, yes, it is, and it's on Sundays mainly. It's not as frequent, but it is still there. I'll be curious to see if it's there on Sunday. Because again, it's been a month since it's debuted, so we'll see. No, I don't think anyone likes that commercial either. It's just bad. Not even to mention the AI parts of it. Jones passed over the middle. That's enough for a 1st down. Gain of 12. And they keep the chains moving as Jack Tongs on the reception. Or Tongs. Or Jake Tongs, whatever. 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw once again. Quick pass left side. That's caught up to about the 35. And that is DeMarcus Robinson on the reception. Niners are going quick. 35 seconds remaining in the half. Go and hurry up here. Jones in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw once again. Pass right side, and that's incomplete. Low and away. Looking for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I think if that was on target, though, there's a good chance that's picked. So a 3rd and 2. Because they made that commercial like 2 months before the season actually started. So they were going off of the trends of the summertime. And the Rizzler was a big part of summer memes. But it was just outdated by the time the season rolled around. Handoff up the middle on 3rd and 2. That's Christian McCaffrey with space up to about the 26. And San Francisco goes hurry up. As Mac Jones will spike it with 13 seconds to play in the half. So 2nd and 10. Jones in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is incomplete. A dangerous throw, looking for MVS. And it's 3rd and 10. They have the time for one more play, and they have the timeout. 3rd and 10. It's the NFL and big and being a massive corporation that it is. They just assume that getting in on the latest trend is a good idea, not realizing that like trends have a very, very brief instance of being relevant. And if you miss that, you're going to be seen as cringe as hell. And the NFL wildly has missed that multiple times in the past. As the Rams call their second time out. And that's just the nature of it. That's every corporation gets in on that, has that happen to them at some point. So 3rd and 10, 9 seconds to play in the half. Jones in shotgun back to his left. Handoff up the middle for Christian McCaffrey, and there's space past the 20 to the 19. And the Niners will call their final timeout with 2 seconds remaining. A chance to make this a 10-point lead at the half. They don't care about the whole "you're now one of us" thing. They see a very popular trend and they want to cash in on that by being quote unquote hip with the kids. That's every corporation at some point in any given year. It was bound to happen. I'm kind of shocked it did not happen, a little bit sooner, like during the draft. But it's whatever. 37-yard kick from the right hash, 4th and 2. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. And that brings us to halftime. The Rams get ball to begin the second half, down by 10, as they look to crawl their way back into this one. Well, no, the NFL's target audience is everyone. And it depends on really like what they're targeting for any given season. Like this year and really the past few years, they have been really targeting the international audience. That's why we're having games that's why we're getting our first game in Madrid this season. That's why we're getting a game in Dublin, games in Brazil, a ton of games in London and games in Germany, and soon to be games in Australia, because they want to really make the game international, which is also why we're getting Bad Bunny for the halftime show. It's the idea of trying to make the game international, as he is massive internationally. So it's all just they're pushing for the international audience, and the best way to push for any massive audience is to go after whatever trend is the best at that point. Because the NFL knows people like me, you, all those like middle-aged men across America, the NFL knows that they have us hooked. And they don't really need to focus on us because they know we're going to show up every single week to watch football. They know we're going to show up to the Super Bowl. It's going to be fine. So they're targeting the people who don't or aren't NFL fans already. And the people that, are the most acceptable to having to pick a sport to be a fan of are the younger generation of kids who are still trying to figure out if they like sports in the first place and what sport they like if that. Yeah, but the NFL, they just view us all as NFL fans already. So they don't care. right? Where we're already NFL fans, they know that we're gonna be watching games every single week, and that we wait for football season. They don't need to spend their money and their time marketing towards us because they already have us. It's the 10 and under kids, is the international audience that they're trying to market towards because they need to drag their attention to the sport and try and get them hooked. So that's why we see the Riddler and Kai Cenat and I Show Speed everywhere and Drewski, and why we're getting why they're really targeting like why they're having a bunch of games internationally. It's why college football is having international games now. For crying, we're getting a Arizona State Kansas game in London next year for no reason besides the football as a whole is trying to go international. I don't think so either. But the NFL sees it as 10-year-olds and under find this kid funny. So we're going to get him in a commercial. 90% of marketing teams don't have foresight most of the time for certain things. And yeah, I love the international strategy as well. I hate that Miami is losing a home game this season because of it. But I love a majority of the international games. I love seeing those fans get their shot to go to a game because it is truly special. Going to an NFL game or going to a sporting event is a really special moment. So all of those international fans, they get 1 or 2 times a year to go to a game, depending on what country they're in. And it's special for them. And they fill out those stadiums, and it's some of the best atmospheres that you can probably play in. But at the same time, you have most typical fans, having to wake up at 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. if you're on the West Coast to catch a game. And to be fair, it's not everyone in marketing. Because still, for most marketing teams, they have a higher up they need to abide by. So the higher up will be like, hey, there's this trend. Market the product with this trend in mind. And by the time that they come up with the idea for marketing it with the trend, get it approved by higher ups, and then actually begin the process of executing it, the trend is dead. But they still have to go through with it because already a ton of money is spent into it. It's we're at halftime still. How the Rams come out of halftime here is going to dictate the rest of this game. Exactly. And it's those surveys as well, where it's just like, you never know. Now, of course, that kind of comment, it's more so like a thing nowadays because of, YouTube and the amount of people that have channels and shit. Because it's like, I have this is for like a year plus in the future. I'm gonna have a very similar mindset to Tom when it comes to sponsorships on the channel, where I'm not gonna take a lot of them. There's like maybe 3 to 4 companies I already have in mind of like, if they reach out for a sponsor for like any kind of sponsor deal, I would take. But 99% of the other ones I'm gonna decline. And it's because if I'm going to get sponsored by someone, I want it to be a product I actively use. And there's 3 like pretty popular sponsorships options that I do use their product because they are like, nice. So like SeatGeek, No Brainer, Ridge Wallet, I would actually use. I have one right here, and then Raycons. That's what's on the right there. Like I use those, so I can back them because I use them. I like them. Those like the only 3 companies I would actually take sponsorships for. Anything else? Fuck no. I'm not sure if you. I mean, I'm not sure there is a nickname for Geno Smith. What was he called with the Jets? Because he's back to his Jets form right now. He was referred to as the Scrambler during his time in New York. Why do I not believe that? God, this is an NFL article from February 2013, talking about reasons to. This is from Adam Rank. An Adam Rank NFL.com article from February 2013 about reasons to root for Geno Smith. And one of the first points in here is he doesn't have a nickname. That's crazy. Geno picks could work, I guess. But no, that's too similar to Bo picks. So I don't know. I think he's just a tough name to make something up for. Okay. So again, according to Adam Rank, 6 reasons to root for Geno Smith. He doesn't have a nickname. He follows Kobe Bryant on Twitter. He has accuracy, which we have not really seen in the NFL. He likes the arts. And he wore number 12 in college. Oh, and he has a competitive nature. This is an article straight from 2013. God. This is unapologetically a 2013 article. It's so unapologetically 2013. It is not letting me scroll up. All right, still at commercial break, still at halftime. I mean, again, Geno Smith was a 2nd round pick for a reason. And again, the 2013 draft class was not a good draft class for quarterbacks. Like, let's take it. Like, who all was drafted in this class for the QB position? Because EJ Manuel was the 1 first-round pick at quarterback. I remember that. There's EJ Manuel, Geno Smith, Mike Glennon, Matt Barkley, Ryan Nassib, Landry Jones is in this class. And that's really about it. This was one of the QB draft classes of all time. This was something. And then you compare that to the running back class where you have Giovanni Bernard, Le'Veon Bell, Monte Ball, Eddie Lacy, Kyle Juszczyk, who's still playing, Zach Stacy, who was a solid back for that brief period of time that he was in the league, Latavius Murray, who was a really solid back. Rex Burkhead was in this class. Theo Riddick. The 2013 draft class was something. I mean, obviously, like there are certain people that are better to follow on Twitter than others. But like, everyone was following Kobe Bryant on Twitter in 2013. Like that's it's Kobe Bryant, man. Yeah, that's exactly kind of what it was. As we're just exiting halftime, waiting for the second half kickoff. As this first drive of the half is going to go a long way to deciding this game. Yeah. All those type of jokes was like, say something nice about this person. The best thing you can think of is like they're alive. It's the Ja Rule 50 Cent meme. Kickoff return up past the 35 to the 37. Like 50 Cent was on. I want to say it was Fallon. It might have been Kimmel. But he was asked to say one nice thing about Ja Rule, and 50 Cent and Ja Rule had a massive rap beef in like the 2000s. And all 50 Cent could say was he's alive. Like it was like it's funny. Stafford and shotgun back to his left, three receivers to the right. First play of the half. Then the man in motion right to left, looking to throw. Pass right side is caught by Puka Nacua, gets a gain of about 4. Yeah, and then he found life in Seattle. For his stint in Vegas has not been the greatest, but I mean you had to expect that his time in Seattle and his level of play there was not going to last elsewhere. Stafford to throw in second down, pressure coming, pass right side, and that's caught. Beautiful pass. Gets past the 40 to the 39, a beautiful pass with pressure in his face. An even better catch, as that's Davis Allen on the reception. Yeah, that's placed perfectly. He bobbles it a bit, but I do think he gets his feet in bounds nonetheless. Stafford going to hand this off up the middle, and that's a gain of a yard for Kyren Williams. Penalty marker down. We'll see what this is. It's holding on San Francisco and holding on Los Angeles. Going to offset the penalties. Replay first down. Cool. Well, we're so close to the start of the NHL season. It's crazy. Stafford and shotgun back to his right. Three receivers to the left. Setting the man in motion left to right. Stafford going to hand this off up the middle. And that's a gain of roughly 4 up to the 35. Panthers are playing their final preseason game tonight, I believe. Either their final or second to last. I believe it's their final. They have one more Saturday, okay. Stafford under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Sending a man in motion. As they're going to play action and look to throw. Stafford's pass left side is bobbled and incomplete. That was such a good play action, he even fooled the cameraman. With a 3rd and 6. Obviously, the ideal is you find the end zone, but you're in field goal range. I wouldn't force anything. Is any way you can make this a 1-score game, you're feeling fine. Stafford in shotgun looking to throw. Pass right side's gonna be dropped. Kyron Williams was trying to run before hanging on to it. He had the space. He would have been guaranteed the first down there. Yeah, he went to run before bringing it in. That's one he needs to catch. He needs to catch that. Out comes the field goal unit. A 53-yard kick from the right hash. To bring this back to a 1-score game. It is up. And he missed it wide right. He sliced it. And the Rams leave this drive empty-handed. And remain down by 10. That's a tough one to miss. He had the leg on it for sure. Didn't have the accuracy. Someone definitely jinxed them. Might have been me as well, because I said that you're in field goal range there. Yep, commercial break after that. Yeah, that wasn't a great kick, but what can you do now? You gotta shake it off for the next one. But how you doing, T-Fox? That was your Thursday, babe. But, real quick, T-Fox, can we agree not to tell Punkle about fantasy until Sunday night? Damn, little Canevel, shut up. I do like Cam Little. He's been having a really good season so far. Oh yeah, it's October. We're getting those. Are those Halloween theme Oreos, or is it? Yeah, I think it's just a collab between Oreos and Reese's. Either way. Just coming back from commercial break. Basically because of McCaffrey. I don't know. Mac Jones has also just been playing well. Jones in shotgun back to his left. There's a give to McCaffrey. And it's going to get about 2. I wouldn't say it's just McCaffrey because their defense has been playing well also. But it is 90% Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for Halloween this year. The tough part is Miami plays the day before on Thursday night against the Ravens, so that's going to throw a wrinkle into things. 2nd and 8. Jones to pass. Looking right side. That's off the mark and incomplete. Might have been miscommunication there, but he threw that closer to 2 Rams players than he did his own receiver. Yeah, they're supposed to. We're probably seeing the 10% of the time. Their offense has not been playing great today. At the same time, this has just been a pretty weird game all around. Jones in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pass right side, that's incomplete, but a penalty is down. He got there too early, and it's a DPI on the Rams. They've also been making a lot of mistakes like that tonight. Darius Williams called for the DPI. He just got there. If he just waits for the ball to arrive, he could bring him down short of the sticks. But he gets there early, and he keeps the drive going for the 49ers. That's crazy. Jones in shotgun back to his right. Setting the man in motion left to right as he's going to look to throw once again. Has some time, pass left side, and open Kendrick Bourne. That's a beautiful pass from Mac Jones. Like an absolute beautiful pass. Where was this in New England? He's throwing to someone who is his teammate in New England. Like him and Kendrick Bourne have been on fire tonight. Where was this in New England? No, I already have an idea for a costume. I'm just not sure if I'll wear it on stream because I like wearing the Dolphins jerseys. Toss left side for Christian McCaffrey's going to get about 2. The tough part is I don't plan on going out on Halloween. Like I'm 99% sure I'm going to have assignments due. So like I'll wear something to class. Besides that, I'm just going to be chilling. I'll probably be playing Hades 2 or Ghost of Yaute. But the good news is, by this time next year, I should be taking a lot less classes. Nice. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 8 is going to be a gain of roughly 4. Yeah, I'm just not a big going out person. Like I spend most of my nights watching football, and I love doing it. So don't get me wrong when I say it like that. But like, it's a Thursday night. I'm sure if I go down the street to a local bar, there'll be a ton of people there. I much rather be right here watching football. Jones in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 3 from the 23. Looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle is caught. And inside the 15 to the 13, it's Kendrick Bourne. Patriots fans are seething tonight. It's like, where was this connection in New England? Yeah. Jones under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Hand off to McCaffrey up the middle, gets inside the 10 to about the 9. Yeah, I had an idea in senior year to do a Kingpin costume. I just never executed on it. Because yeah, I've never been a Halloween person. I kind of just don't care about all of that. In part because it happens middle of football season, and I'm much rather be spending time watching football than anything. And also, like South Florida Halloweens are always hot. for no reason. Jones' pass right side is caught on 2nd and 6. And that's going to be enough for a first down. It's Kendrick Bourne once again. Bro, where was this connection in New England? It is crazy. Jones under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and goal. Hand off to McCaffrey up the middle. And he gets stood up short of the end zone. Gain of 2 up to the 1. So 2nd and goal. 7.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jones under center, back and fullback behind them. The give to Kyle Juszczyk is stuffed behind the line for a loss of 2. And a 3rd and goal coming up. Yeah, same. I just don't know what's going on with the Rams tonight. It's mainly their offense. Like, their defense is playing relatively fine enough. I don't know where the offense is at. The Niners have no rushing touchdowns this year. What? Jones in shotgun back to his right, and there's going to be a timeout called before the snap, as they were not going to get the ball off in time. Niners called their first. I mean, at this point for the Rams, they have to go pass happy. They have to. This is only the 2nd drive of the 2nd half, so there's time here still, but it's tough. So 3rd and goal. Jones in shotgun back to his left. The Niners have okay. I'll say it after this. Jones in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Pass end zone is incomplete. Too high as Jones was hit while throwing that one. Oh, and he's slow to get up. He's slow to get up, and he is grabbing that left calf. Oh, Mac Jones is down. Who is their 3rd string quarterback? It's Adrian Martinez. Okay, that was way too happy of a reaction. But UFL legend Adrian Martinez is the backup tonight. Oh yeah, Jones is in a lot of pain. Best of wishes there. This is not how I wanted Adrian Martinez to see the field at all. But Adrian Martinez is the backup tonight, so he gets a shot here. We go to a commercial break for injury timeout. As I was going to say before that play, that was the 49ers' 52nd play of the game. In comparison, the Rams have called 28 plays. There is the reason that the score is the way it is. The Niners defense has just been shutting down the Rams offense. I hate that it happens this way. And I hate that Mac Jones got injured. Never wish injuries upon people. I hate it happened this way. But UFL legend, Birmingham Stallions legend, 2024 UFL MVP, Adrian Martinez is going to be taking the field here for the 49ers next time their offense is on. Yeah, Mac Jones just got hurt. He just got hurt. Yeah, for former Nebraska Cornhusker as well. Yeah, Mac Jones was already playing through a PCL strain. He might have just re-aggravated that. That's tough. Right, there he is on the sideline being looked at by the medical staff. We're going to get a field goal try here from San Francisco. So not going to say just yet that is a for certain case that Martinez will be. I was kind of expecting a 4th and goal try here, but instead it's a 20-yard kick. It's up and it is right down the middle. So we see the Rams offense once again. 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Still time for them. Yeah, that's still an insane losing streak. But Adrian Martinez, he played really well in the UFL. He was on the Jets last year on their practice squad. He spent a little bit of time with the Jets in the preseason. The Niners picked him up onto their practice squad. He was elevated for today's game because of the Brock Purdy injury. We'll see if he goes in. They're just showing they're just showing that Mac Jones was able to pretty much jog off the field under his own power. So it seems like Mac Jones is fine and will be in for the next drive. But that will depend on the medical staff and all that. But so like, so I'd rather see Mac Jones fine than he's like then see Adrian Martinez go in right now because I don't wish injuries on people. Kickoff return up to the 31. So even though I would love to see Adrian Martinez in, I would much rather see Mac Jones healthy. It's going to come down to this drive. This is kind of the last chance for the Rams here. Stafford under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Stafford with time. Going to just throw this away right side. Good coverage on the back end. Yes, Adrian Martinez was the 2024 UFL MVP. He had a fantastic year that year. Like, it was legit incredible that season. Stafford alone in shotgun looking to throw in 2nd and 10. As time, pass right side is caught up to the 35-yard line. 2-2 as well. And the Rams are moving. Yeah, because Martinez played fantastically in 2024, won MVP of the UFL, signed on with the Jets practice squad for the 2024 NFL season. Played in the preseason with the Jets this past preseason, and then the Niners picked him up as Brady Cook won out the 3rd string job over there in New York. As there is another Niner slow to get up after this play. The amount of injuries this team is facing right now is crazy. Stafford to throw in first down. Pass over the middle is caught. Inside the 20 to the 19. That's Puka Nacua on the reception. This has been a fantastic drive for the Rams. No, the Niners were definitely not. They have been so banged up. All right, Jones is walking on the sideline, getting the feel for that leg. Stafford in shotgun, going to look to throw once again. Has some time throwing left side. That's going to be dropped by Blake Corum. A little bit high through his hands. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's limping a little bit, but I think Mac Jones will be good to go here. The other question is, like, if he goes down again. .505 to play in the third. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Looking to throw. Screen play left side for Puka Nacua. He gets inside the 10 and up to about the 13. Enough for a first down. So first... I completely said that wrong, didn't I? Inside the 10 up to the 7. And it'll be a first and goal for the Rams. It's just, again, the short week is very tough for teams to play with. Handoff up the middle inside the 5. That's Kyron Williams down to the 1. So 2nd and goal from there. It's Thursday Night Football, man. Teams never play how they're supposed to on it. It's always weird. That short week, it does something to teams. Because, like, if a team plays a very, like, high-intensity match on Sunday, they're going to come out Thursday pretty slow. Whereas the Niners, who most of the players that played on Sunday are out for today's game because they got injured. So they have a pretty fresh slate of bodies out here. Stafford, quick pass right side is caught, and that's a touchdown. They cut into this deficit. It's Puka Nacua on the quick hitter. And the Rams are an extra point away from making this a 6-point game. Yeah, but then who would your quarterback be if you took that though? I think that's the question. The extra point is up and it is good. We have a 6-point game with 3:45 to play in the third. Mahomes, yeah. I'm still so hesitant on the Chiefs right now. Because they had that one good week last week against the Ravens, but besides that, I just don't know about them. We'll see how they play this week against the Jaguars, but it's a weird situation. Okay, we're at commercial break. Yeah, when Lamar gets back from that injury, he's going to be playing really well because it's Lamar Jackson. The question is just, when does he come back? And you probably have to expect that first game back is going to be a little bit rough for him. So, we'll see. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Again, I'm not a massive fan of fantasy football either. It's just it's something I would never do for money. Like we're doing it for fun. I'm doing it for fun this year because like I don't like thinking in terms of like how you need to think for fantasy. That's not how I like thinking about football. Saquon Barkley is getting his own documentary. I mean, yeah, he definitely deserves it when he retires. Yeah. Stuff like fantasy definitely. Fantasy predictions and pick'ems, all that. When done for fun, it's great. Kickoff returned up to about the 20. Oh, did the ball come loose? They're saying he was down. But if the ball did come loose, the Rams would have it. And yeah, out comes a very gingerly walking Mac Jones. All right. And then let's see on this potential fumble. Oh, I think that does come loose. Hold on. That's a fumble. That is a fumble. That would be Rams ball. Even though they ruled it dead, a Rams player clearly recovered it. The Rams are going to challenge this. I think it's going to be Rams ball. That's a game-changing play. And if they didn't call it dead, it would have been a stupid score. Unless they say forward progress is stopped, which I know. Only way this is not a fumble is if they say forward progress was stopped. But no, that's a fumble. That is definitely a fumble. They rule forward progress was stopped before ball came loose. Oh, that is bad. Jones under center. And there's a penalty marker before the snap. It'll be a false start. That is bad. That is just bad. Calling forward progress there is terrible. Jones under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Rolling to his left and going to dump this off to Kendrick Bourne for about 5 or 6. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Second and 9 coming up. We'll see how Sunday goes. Jones in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Quick throw over the middle is going to be caught and brought down shy of the first down marker by about half a yard. Yeah, they blew the whistle early for forward progress. That is insane. Third and 1. Jones under center, back behind him. Rams sack in the box as they try a QB sneak. And it will depend on the spot they're going to give him the first. Yeah, he got it. So 1st and 10, and we have a stoppage. Are they reviewing the spot? Are the Rams challenging the spot of the ball? Oh no, it was officially reviewed, and yeah, it's a 4th and inches coming up. It's a 4th down. And the Niners have a choice. It's 4th and inches. Oh yeah, he was short. It's 4th and inches. If you go for it and you don't get it, you give the Rams excellent field position. They're going to keep the offense on the field for now. Maybe just trying to get him to jump. Who knows? Yeah, really, all this. I mean, we'll see. 4th and inches here. Could we see a ball don't lie? QB sneak up the middle. I can't tell what a ball is. That depends on the spot. They're going to say he got it, but I do not see any clear indication of a spot there. Okay, yeah, he got it. And they kind of ran a tush push. They had Kyle Juszczyk pushing Mac Jones. So a minute to play in the third. Jones under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. You got the snap. No, stoppage before. The Niners called their second timeout. Called their second timeout with a minute to play in the third. All right, let's see how much more this Rams defense can hold here. They need to make the stop. So 1st and 10 after the successful QB sneak on 4th and inches. Jones under center. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 38. Going to toss this right side for Christian McCaffrey, who's going to get past the 40 and stood up at the 42. All right. Possibly the final play of the quarter. 2nd and 6. Under 30 seconds to play. Jones under center. Going to play action. Look to throw. Pass left side. Caught by Kyle Juszczyk. He's brought down shy of the first down marker. Going to be 3rd and maybe a yard. As clock will roll. And yep, that's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain. The Rams need a stop. They need a stop. Down by 6. 15 minutes to play. I will quickly be right back as we head to a commercial break. All right, I'm back. To that commercial break. Still at commercial break. '49ers currently sit at a 76% chance to win, but there's still 15 minutes to play for a reason. 3rd and 1. Jones under center, back and fullback behind him. They give to McCaffrey, and he's brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of about 3. And I'm not sure if you can realistically go for it in this situation now. It's going to be a 4th and roughly 4. As that was Nate Landman making the tackle for loss, in part thanks to Brandon Fisk pushing the offensive line back a bit. And yeah, 4th and 4, and the Niners send out Thomas Morstead to punt this one away. Punt comes off clean, and this will be returned beginning from the 5. Up past the 10 to about the 12. So the Rams will start from there. Down by 6, 14 minutes to play. You don't need a touchdown here, but how your defense has been playing, you definitely want one. So Stafford under center, back behind him. Receiver sent in motion as Stafford will look to throw. Quick pass left side, that's caught. Up to the 21 is Puka Nacua for a gain of 9. If the Rams are going to move the ball down the field here on this drive, all eyes are going to be on Puka Nacua. As he already broke NFL history for most receptions in a team's first 5 games to a season. Stafford, pass over the middle is caught. That's enough for a first down, getting up to about the 25. As that is Davis Allen on the reception. Exactly. That's why, like, they definitely need a touchdown with how their defense has been playing. But at the same time, like, a field goal still cuts into this deficit. Stafford's pass over the middle is incomplete. Nearly picked off. Devontae Adams slipped on the top of his route. And it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, 13 minutes to play. Stafford in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught, and that's going to be close. Being marked just shy is Kyren Williams, a 3rd and 1 coming up. Third and inches. Stafford under center, back behind him, handoff up the middle, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 3 for Kyren Williams, and they keep the chains moving. As Stafford looks to throw in 1st and 10. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Was hit while throwing that one. Stafford wants a penalty. He's not going to get it. He was saying he was hit high. See. Oh yeah, no, that's a face mask. The refs missed one there. Stafford gets hit high. And they missed 2 on that one. Okay, no, they ended up calling it, okay. They just did not show the refs calling it. That would have been tough. Stafford in shotgun looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time. Penalty marker down. Pass over the middle. Wide open Devontae Adams. Down to the 32. But this might be brought back to the holding. Illegal use of hands on the 49ers. That will be declined. It's 1st and 10 up near the 31. Okay. First and 10 for the Rams. They're moving. Okay, yeah, I see it. And yeah, Devontae Adams wide open there. Like, you can't be leaving him that open. Stafford under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pass over the middle is Devontae Adams. Down inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back massive plays for the former Green Bay Packer. And it's 1st and goal. I say former Packer. Former Raider would make sense as well. No one's going to remember his time on the Jets. And also his former Packer because Stafford, former Lion, that rivalry there. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. First and goal, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Pass. End zone. Incomplete. A dangerous one. But luckily falls incomplete. Looking for Colby Parkinson. And it's second and goal. Oh, it hits him in the chest. And that's what he needs to catch. So second and goal. No, yeah, as of right now, they have the tiebreaker. Stafford's pass left side is caught by Kyron Williams. He breaks the tackle, and he is in. This game is tied. All squared up at 20 with 10:39 to play. Just like that, the extra point would give the Rams the lead. Yeah, as of right now, Seahawks have a tiebreaker over the Niners. Or Niners have a tiebreaker over the Seahawks, that's what I mean. The extra point is up. Is that blocked? He missed it wide left. This game stays tied. Did someone get a hand on that, or did he really just shank that ball? No, give me the replay on the extra point. I need to see if that was blocked. It was. The kick was blocked. And this game stays tied. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, there's so many blocked kicks. I don't know what's going on this year. But every single week, there is 2 to 3 blocked field goals or blocked punts. I don't get it. Like, there's just so many blocked kicks this year. Oh, yeah. That was just, no. That being blocked definitely did save him a bit. But still, like, it's rough for this kicker tonight. We have ad commercial break. Still at commercial break. All right. Rams are set to send this one down. As this game is tied after a blocked extra point. It's going to come down to the wire. Kickoff underway. And this will be down in the end zone for a touchback. Niners will start this from the Niners will start this from the 35. Is this 3 straight weeks with a blocked kick? sorry, 4. 3 out of the first 5 weeks of the season, the Rams have had a kick blocked. At what point is that on the actual block, the field goal line, and on how he kicks his balls? Jones under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side for a tight end screen. Is going to get about a yard, maybe 2. So 2nd and 8. Jones under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Rams looking like they're going to send some pressure here. They do. Handoff right side for McCaffrey. Gets stuffed at the line for no gain. This Rams defense has turned it on in this second half. 3rd down coming up. Third and 8. 9:35 to play in the game. This is a big 3rd down right here. Jones in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Rams, they send 5. Jones, pass, left side is incomplete. Off the mark as Demarcus Robinson slips on his break. And it's a 3 and out for the 49ers. That is tough. Yeah, that's costly. With how this Rams team has been playing. All right, the punt comes off clean. This is going to be returned beginning from the 28 up to about the 30. Not much going there. And that brings us to a commercial break as well. Yeah, not while the Rams have the momentum that they do, and not at this stage of the 4th quarter. Like, yeah, if you go, I mean, I guess it's kind of better to go 3 and out than go to have like a 4 or 5 play drive, because you have a good chance getting the ball back. But the other issue is you have 1 timeout. The 49ers called 2 timeouts in the first 10 minutes of the half. Like, that's more costly than anything. Is having to burn 2 timeouts that early on in the half. We're at commercial breaks, still, we'll see. Oh yeah, no, a 49ers loss would be in large portions due to their own mistakes. Like 100%. Like, I mean, but also, like, they're so injured, you were expecting them to cool down a bit at some point this year, or this game, I mean. And that's what we're seeing. They started really hot, but the nature of Thursday Night Football is coming at them right now. So 1st and 10. Just over 9 minutes to play. Stafford under center. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side is just off the mark, incomplete. Looking for Devontae Adams on a comeback route. Threw it just too high. 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, just too high. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Pass left side that's caught by Devontae Adams. He's going to get a gain of 9. Maybe 8. Either way, a 3rd and short. It is 3rd and short. Damn, after the first quarter, Matthew Stafford only had 2 pass attempts. That is crazy. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Should have been picked off. That was a terrible pass from Stafford. And now the Rams go 3 and out. And they send out the punt unit. He had Devontae Adams as well. He just missed him. Hard to say he had him when that was going to be off the lineman's chest. Punt comes off clean. And this will take some Rams bounces and be down inside the 5 at the 1. That is a lucky bounce. And an absolute incredible punt. That ball bounces just barely inbounds near the 19-yard line. And it goes an extra 18 yards to pin the Niners deep. I wouldn't say it's too bold. I mean, we have a good idea of, like, it's between, it feels like it's between Seattle and Los Angeles. And that makes me really excited for when they play each other. I'm pretty sure both of those matchups are rivalries games. They're at commercial break. No, they haven't been impressive today, but the fact that they've made this comeback still, it's a good sign. And just the nature of them as a team. You know they're going to be competitive and make this division race come down to the final weeks. Like that's just the nature of the Rams as a team. All right, so that commercial break. Still at commercial break. All right, it's 49ers ball. Just about 8 minutes to play in this one. And it's a great punt from the Rams sets the Niners back deep inside their own 5. So 1st and 10. As we're just back from a commercial break. Jones in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 2. Jones looking to throw. Pass over the middle is batted away and incomplete. A great play from Nate Landman. And it's 2nd and 10. If they can force a Niners punt here. Second and 10. Jones in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pass right side, that's caught for Kendrick Bourne. And a gain of 9 up to the 11. I don't know why the Rams were playing that far off. Like, why are you playing off coverage here when you should be trying to send the pressure? It's a 3rd and 1. Seven and a half to play in this one. Jones in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Rams still playing off coverage as Jones looks to throw. Pass over the middle is caught. Down to the 29. It's Kendrick Bourne. Once again, he is having himself an incredible game. Absolute incredible game. And the Rams, I mean, they're playing off coverage against him. I don't know why. They came close to a sack there. They just needed an extra half second. And playing some press would have given you that. Jones in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Has some time. Pass going to be caught for a gain of about 3, maybe 4. That's Christian McCaffrey on the reception. $6:10 to play now in the game. So Jones under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off left side. And only a gain of about a yard there. So 3rd and 5 coming up. So 3rd and 5. Jones alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. It's caught for the 1st down. Past the 45 and down to midfield. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners 5 minutes to play. And they can kill this clock. Again, it's that off coverage a bit. Hard to really give them fault there as that shift. But yeah, I don't know, the Rams defense have not been playing this drive well. Jones in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw once again. Pass is tipped at the line and incomplete. Jones doing his best volleyball player impression and spiking that ball down. So it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, it's a good pressure off that right side. Jones had someone for a sit route. Instead, he gets batted away. Legit, he looks like a volleyball player there. Jones alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw once again. Quick pass over the middle is caught by Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to spin his way for a first down. Gain of 11 up near the 40. Yeah, it's that same pattern. I got massive yards in the first quarter. Just simple drag over the middle to Kendrick Bourne. Got 10 receptions, 140. Kendrick Bourne, man. Jones, play action looking to throw. Pass right side is incomplete. There's going to be a penalty marker down there. Might be an ineligible man downfield. We'll see. Refs are discussing. Yep, an eligible man downfield. So a 1st and 15 coming up. And yeah, there's a ton. A ton of 49ers inelibly downfield there. I don't know what Mac Jones was doing. 1st and 15. Well, it's hard to tell if that was on Mac Jones or what. Jones in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw in 1st and 15. Pressure coming, pass left side is high and incomplete. Looking for DeMarcus Robinson. And a 2nd and 15 coming up. Under 3:40 to play in the game. Jones in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is going to be caught, but brought down shy of the 40-yard line, only a gain of 4. 3rd and 11 coming up. To a 3rd and 11. Big time 3rd down here. You're not quite in field goal range yet. And there's 3 minutes to play in the game. Jones in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. As he'll look to throw. Pass over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Should have been picked off. But he couldn't hang on. That's Josiah Stewart, the rookie out of Michigan. Oh, he had the pick. Jones threw it right to him. Oh my God. It's a 59-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. I'm shocked they sent out the kicker here. I mean, not completely. Kick is up. It has the accuracy. It is good. From 59 yards out. And the Niners have the lead with 2:52 to play. That is a beautiful kick from Eddie Pinheiro. A beautiful kick. And we go to a commercial break. From 59 yards out. What? Yeah, after that Seattle game, I believe. It was either after that or after the week 2. They let Jake Moody go and got Pinheiro. Oh yeah, there's where we got unplugged. Well, also running kind of hot. Okay. You're going to get unplugged immediately as this game ends. And I call off stream because this is running hot, this laptop charger. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was the right decision. Jake Moody just was not that good of a kicker this year. He wasn't what they needed. Yep, we're at commercial break still. Oh, yeah, I mean, they have all 3 timeouts, so not, in theory, no. But yeah, this, we might be talking about 4-down territory for the Rams here. They at least need a field goal. Like, you do at least need points on this drive in some capacity. Ideally, you can make this the last drive of the game. As we're still at commercial break. All right, waiting for the kickoff. The Niners send this one down. Going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Rams will begin from the 35. So good starting field position. As yep, next week, Thursday Night Football, the Eagles take on the Giants. That's going to be one of those games. And also, for those here, I will be live with at least 2 games on Sunday. Dolphins, Panthers at 1 o'clock. Sunday Night Football between Bills, Patriots. I might go live with Tampa, Seattle. I might. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. Stafford, pass over the middle is caught, and that's Puka Nacua for a gain of 11. I won't be live for the London game. I just have no interest with it, and I'm still like on the tail end of this cold that I have. So I won't be live with that, but I might be live for Tampa, Seattle. I might. We'll see. Stafford looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass over the middle is caught by the wide open Devontae Adams. Has room to the 36, and they're in field goal range. It was passed more so left side, but yeah, you can't believe in Devontae Adams that much space. There's a perfect window there for Stafford to throw it to him, and he's going to 10 times out of 10. Yeah. Okay, because that's also like that's their uniform matchup game. It's gonna be great. Stafford to throw in 1st and 10. Pass over the middle is spiked in the dirt and incomplete. Penalty marker down. This might be on San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan looks so dejected. We have a hands to the face on San Francisco, which is declined. And then I believe we have a defensive hold-in on San Francisco, which would be accepted. So 5 yards, automatic 1st down. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 1:56 to play. The Rams already in field goal range, looking to now potentially take the lead in what has been a great game so far. Yeah, I'm even if I'm not live for Tampa, Seattle, that's gonna be the game I'm watching on the 4 o'clock slate, because that uniform matchup is S tier. Like it's throwback against throwback. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful uniform matchup, and it should be a pretty good game as well. And that could very easily be a really late decision if I go live with it or not. Like, I'm talking like at halftime of the Dolphins-Panthers game. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going live with Tampa. Yeah, I don't know yet. Either way, I'll probably make the graphic for it this weekend before Sunday, as a just in case. Oh yeah, it definitely is. In fact, I picked Tampa to win that game. But it's gonna be a close one. Like, it's gonna be a damn close game. Oh, yeah, a win for either side does massive things for the rest of the season. I mean, y'all could win and Darnold still not play the greatest. That is a possibility. Okay, no, that's not who I thought that was. They're showing a trailer for a new Western show from the same people that made Vikings, which with Vikings was a pretty good show. Oh, it's a Billy the Kid show. Okay, I actually might be interested in that. I actually might be interested in that. Speaking of Billy the Kid, I want to talk about going back to the whole like, which teams are named after animals or people. In a weird technicality, the Buffalo Bills are named after Billy the Kid, but they're also named after like the animal, like a buffalo, because the animal is a buffalo. Their team name Bills is after Billy the Kid. That's why they have that weird logo for a season where Billy the Kid is their logo. It's weird. Stafford in shotgun back to his left. Gonna hand this off up the middle, trying to find space on the right side now. Kyron Williams inside the 20, the 15, and down to the 11. Yeah, because like their logo is a buffalo, so it's named, the city is Buffalo. The Bills part is Billy the Kid. It's weird. Team names can be weird sometimes. Oh yeah, I forget that Buffalo Bill Cody is a real thing. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Buffalo Bill Cody. That's who it's named after. That's who they're named after. I constantly forget about Buffalo Bill Cody. Stafford going to hand this off up the middle on 1st and 10. And that's going to get him to about the 6, but penalty marker is down. Yeah, the Pony Express guy. I forget he exists. Either way, yeah, the Bills' second logo in team history is Buffalo Bill Cody. Oh, there's a penalty on the 49ers. Going to give the Rams an automatic 1st down. There's a minute 7 to play in this game. The 49ers only have 1 timeout. The Rams can kill this clock. Yeah, they're consistent. Brandon is that, but like, by technicality standpoint, I'm a big fan of technicalities. If you can't tell. Stafford under center, gonna hand this off up the middle on 1st and goal. Did the ball come loose? The Rams fumble. Wait, what? Niners are saying it's their ball, as are the refs. Did the Rams just fumble on the half-yard line? No shot. Oh my god, that's a beautiful peanut punch. Oh my, yeah, they fumbled. It's Niners ball. They're a 1st down away from winning this game. What a peanut punch. Holy. Alfred Collins. The desperation peanut punch. The rookie out of Texas. And the 49ers are a first down away from winning this game. It's their ball on the 1 yard line. Wow. Jones under center, back behind him. You have to stack the box here. You have to. QB sneak up the middle is not gonna get maybe a yard. You're looking for some kind of breathing room. Rams will call their first timeout. Wow. No, because the Rams have all 3 timeouts, they can get the ball back here. A first down is what seals the game. A first down is what seals the game here. That is tough. 2 fumbles tonight for the Rams have cost them. They have fumbled twice in field goal range. They did what they needed to do offense. Wow. Jones under center. 2nd and 9. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and Christian McCaffrey is stuffed behind the line. Loses about a half yard there. Rams call their second timeout. And because the Rams are most likely gonna force the 49ers to punt this from deep in their own end zone, there's a chance we see either a blocked punt that gets picked up for a touchdown, a blocked punt that ends up being a safety and Rams getting the ball back, or the Rams with just straight up great starting field position. So there's still plenty of time in this one. It's a 3rd and 8. A 3rd and 8, he definitely lost a yard there. Jones in shotgun back to his right. Handoff up the middle for McCaffrey, and he's stuffed at the line for no gain. Rams call their final timeout, and they still have a chance. 49ers will punt this one away from deep in their own end zone. Like from the back of their own end zone, they're punting this one away from. How much do you trust your kicker if you're the Rams? With going to be about 45 seconds left and no timeouts. I mean, it depends on what your field position is after this. Yeah, the Rams did not play well in this game. Thomas Morstead is on the punt this one away. He does have a blocked punt for his safety in his career with the butt punt in that game against Miami, in that game between Miami and Buffalo. This punt comes off clean. It's not going to be returned beginning from just shy of midfield. Gets a good return. Has room down the sideline. Inside the 30 to the 27. But there's a penalty marker down. That's the return the Rams needed. Oh, what's the flag? It's on the Rams. Holding on the Rams. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. 1st and 10. You need field goal range. That's the target. The target now is just get field goal range and force overtime. Yeah, that's a bad place to take a penalty. I mean, you're still going to have okay starting field. Yeah, you're still starting from midfield. So you're still feeling fine. 42 seconds remain. Stafford in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Stafford launching one deep. Right side. Incomplete. Looking for Puka Nacua. But a good defensive play knocks the ball away. I don't hate that deep shot. I don't. You have to trust Puka there. He made one man miss before even catching the ball. You need to trust him there. I'm fine with that on first down. Oh, that's so close. Stafford looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass over the middle is off the mark behind an open Devontae Adams. 3rd and 10. I picked the Rams to win this game, but this has been fantastic. This has legit been fantastic. 31 seconds remain. Time does not really matter here, though. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford to throw once again. Has time, pass to Kyron Williams. He's going to get about 6 or 7 before getting out of bounds. Game on the line. It's 4th and 3. Time does not matter, though there is 25 seconds. You need the first down to keep the game alive. It's a 4th and 3. Stafford in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. A first down also gets you field goal range. Stafford to throw. Pass over the middle. It's Kyron Williams. Pass to 30 to the 29. You have to go quick and spike it. And they do just that. They spike it with 12 seconds remaining. Ball on the 30. You take 1 or 2 shots towards the end zone. You can't be playing games right now. You take 1 or 2 shots towards the end zone. Maybe you do a pass towards the sideline. But you're in field goal range and there's not much. There's 12 seconds left. You can't go over the middle. You can't be brought down in bounds. You need to take shots towards the end zone. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. And the 49ers call their final timeout. That seals it. This is the game right here. We're either getting overtime. Yeah, I mean, all options are still on the board. I was gonna say overtime or a Niners win, but then I'm like, yeah, if you're taking shots towards the end zone. They have time for 2 plays. There's 12 seconds. Each play is typically 4 or 5 seconds. You have time for 2 plays, but that ball needs to be out. You're guaranteed yourself 1 play. You have 1 play minimum to take a shot towards the end zone. But that's exactly what you have to do, basically. You need to take shots towards the end zone. Second and 10. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. You're looking at Puka. You're looking at Devontae. Those are your main 2 options. 2 receivers to each side looking to throw. Niners only send 1. Pass. End zone. Devontae incomplete. That killed 6 seconds. Yeah, no, just send out the field goal unit. There's not enough time. That play took a little bit too long. So out comes the field goal unit. He has missed once today. He has had 1 blocked today. It's Joshua Carty to send the game to overtime. He missed from 53. This is from 48. And the left hash. The kick is up. And it is good. 2 seconds remain. But it seems like we'll have overtime. Wow. This has been a great season. Just all around, all the games. Like, this has been a fantastic season. But we're most likely, unless the 49ers have a miraculous kick return, we're going to have overtime. There's been so many fantastic games this year, and the week 5 just started. Like it's actually insane. Kickoff underway. And this is going to be return from 5 yards deep into the end zone. Going to get past the 25, past the 30 to the 32. And that does it. We have overtime. For the second time this week, like this calendar week, we have an overtime game we're alive with. This has been great. All right. Here comes the coin toss for overtime. The Rams won the toss. They will defer or kick. So the Niners get ball to begin overtime. 10 minutes to decide this game. As we go into a commercial break. At commercial break. This game has been fantastic. But we're at overtime in this game. This has been an offensive. Like the Niners have been pretty dominant. 11 minutes more time of possession. Damn near 20 more plays. Yet even with that, they're being out yardage by 30. Like, come on, San Francisco. As we're waiting for the kickoff, they're about to flip the sides here for some reason. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm still kind of shocked Seattle did not win that game. Like looking back on it, I don't remember who I picked in it, but pretty sure I picked San Francisco. But I mean, yeah, like the Niners did not play well that game. Overtime kickoff underway. And it's not going to land. The ball bounces before the landing zone. The 49ers will begin this drive from the 40. That is tough. Can't be having that mistake. Yeah, you can't. Can't be having that mistake. Jones in shotgun back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 40. Receiver sent in motion right to left as Jones looks to throw. Pass left side that's caught. And it's Kyle Juszczyk up past midfield to the 49. Showing some replays here. So Jones in shotgun back to his right. Motioning someone into the backfield to his left. Looking to throw once again. Pass right side caught by McCaffrey. Going to make one man miss and has some blockers for a first down and then some. Pass the 35 to the 32, I believe. Christian McCaffrey. He is insane. There's a simple swing pass that he takes a solid 14, 15 yards. Actually, more so like 18. Jones in shotgun back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Pass left side is caught and going to be a gain of about 6. As Jack Tongues on the reception. So second down. Jones in shotgun back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Quick pass left side caught by Tongs. And it's going to be enough for a first down, gain of 4. Now again, a touchdown does not end the game. The Rams will have a shot to respond. So it does not matter what the 49ers do on this drive. Jones looking to throw in first and 10. Quick pass left side caught by Christian McCaffrey. He gets inside the 15 to about the 14. Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, a touchdown for the 49ers still leaves the Rams a shot. They would need the touchdown and 2-point conversion in order to win, but it's still like the Rams are still going to get the ball. That's the key thing. Jones to throw in second and 3. Pressure coming and he's sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A big third down coming up here. Third and 12. Jones in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. To get the snap off as Jones, pressure coming. Trying to avoid it. Pass left side is incomplete. So it's a 4th and 12. Jones a little shaken up. But with under 6 minutes to play, I think either way, this 49ers offense's night is done. Oh yeah, Jones is really shaken up after that. Damn. He needs help to get to the sideline. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, the field goal try to give the Niners the lead. 41-yard kick from the left hash. It is up. And it is good. It doinks in. It doinks in. And the Rams need at least a field goal to keep the game going. They have entered 4-down territory. It doinked in. Wow. Oh yeah, sack puns are always great. Yeah, doink in. Oh yeah, as if Mac Jones got folded on that on that 3rd down play. Ugh. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5. Room past the 25, past the 30 to about the 33. I love overtime, but man, these games go late because of it. Good thing I have like nothing tomorrow. I have 2 classes, but we just had the quizzes and exams in those, so there's not much actually going on in them. Stafford looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass right side is caught, and that's Puka Nacua for about 9. I think Sack Prescott has been a thing before. There's quite a few quarterbacks' names you can do something like that with. It's kind of funny. Stafford alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolling to his left. Launching one. Right side. And it's caught. 2-2 Atwell. Down to about the 20, maybe the 15. And it's 1st and 10 for the Rams. Deep into plus territory. 2-2 Atwell. Yeah, down to the 20. Five minutes to play in overtime, but if the Rams find the end zone, it does not matter. Stafford in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw once again. Stafford, pass, right side is just off the mark and incomplete. Looking for 2-2 in the end zone. Did not put enough into it. It's 2nd and 10. He had him though. That ball is just slightly more on target, and that's game. I think Matthew Sackford has been said before by Bleacher Report in like the Gridiron Heights stuff. Stafford in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw once again. Pass right side is caught for a gain of 4. It's Kyron Williams on the reception. 3rd down coming up. There's still plenty of time in this game, though. Do you really kick the field goal if you don't get? I mean, yeah. Under 4.5 to play in overtime. 3rd and 6. Stafford in shotgun. Back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Pass over the middle is caught, but short of the line to gain. It's a 4th and 1. The Rams have a choice. And it seems like they'll keep the offense on the field. This is the game right here. If they don't get this. Stafford under center. And we have a stoppage before the snap. Seems like they're just trying to get the Niners to jump off sides anyway. San Francisco calls their first time out of overtime. It's 4th and 1. Man, they might just be trying to get him to jump. That might be all they're doing. Because they can still call timeout. They're going to keep the offense on the field here. It's just, this is such a running down. And you have been getting 99% of your offense tonight through the air. It's a tough decision to make. Stafford under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. And yeah, they're playing it smart. They're just trying to get San Francisco to jump, and they're not budging. So the Rams will call their first timeout of overtime. And out comes the field goal unit to tie this game at 26. This is the smart play. And against this 49ers front, I'm not sure. Wait, are they keeping the offense out there still? I mean, do you go play action? You haven't done that a lot tonight. Oh yeah, they're committed now. Offense is on the field. Offense is staying on the field. This is the game right here. I think you have to go play action at the very least. Stafford under center. Handoff up the middle. He's not even close. Kyron Williams stuffed at the line. And the San Francisco 49ers walk into SoFi Stadium. And they pull out with an improbable win with so many players injured. I do not agree with that play call. Just straight up, if you're gonna go for it, you keep it in the hands of Matthew Stafford, who has been your entire offense tonight. I do not agree with that play call. Because their ground game has not been effective tonight. You're going against a fantastic 49ers front seven. As again, the defense is not the injured part with San Francisco. It is the offense. You're going against that good of a front seven. You keep it in the hands of Stafford. You have to play action there at the very least. Yeah, that's just a bad play call. Or if you're so dedicated to running the ball there, you have to go outside. Their strength is in the box with Fred Warner. You do not go in the box on that play call. That's a bad loss for the Rams. That's just a bad play call. Nah, not at this stage of the game like that. At this stage, you have to keep it in the hands of the guys that have got you there. And that was Stafford, That was Stafford. That was Nakua. If you really wanted to keep it with Kyron Williams, I say you have to go screenplay, if anything. But you know the Rams, you know the 49ers are going to target the middle of your offensive line there. That's the one place you couldn't go. Yeah, that's just bad. That's just bad. But as a whole, this was an incredible way to start week 5. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I'll be live for 2, maybe 3 games on Sunday. We have Dolphins Panthers at 1 o'clock. We have Bills Patriots at Sunday Night Football. And I might go live with Tampa Carolina. I'll decide that probably on Sunday. But thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.